All right, we are doing the Moonlight. There's no way this is gonna fit, right? Damn. Moonlight GS. I think we're starting Deprived, believe it or not. I feel like Deprived's a rare start, but I think it's actually the most efficient for what I want to do. Appearance, load favorites. I need to make more faces here, man. Oh, this guy actually, I think this is like similar color to the Moonlight Greatsword. We'll go with this guy. DS2 done? Yeah, we just finished it like 10 minutes ago. And we are on to this Moonlight Greatsword now. Burial Gift, Young White Branch. I think we're good. Overall, the DS2 run was like not great. It was fun. I played poorly throughout. Hey Weasel, what's up, man? Yeah, it's been a while since we've done DS3. The hand axe run was like a month ago. Over a month ago, I think. We're gonna try and kill this dude. I forget how to fight him, so... But he gives a Titanite scale, and I need 15? So we gotta do him either now or later. Please don't follow me. Been finding out why people do not like DS2? You know what? I'm happy you're trying it, at least. It's just very slow compared to the other games. Does that... Oh, there we go. Slow. There's a lot of reasons, honestly. There's, like, I think a lot of little things with DS2 that people kind of get annoyed with, and it just kind of adds up. And I still really like the build diversity, though. But the runbacks are pretty rough. Please. Okay, he's dead. I didn't know he staggered so easily. Starting to really enjoy the atmosphere of the gameplay. Nice. What weapon are you going with? Uchi and later Chaos Blade? Oh, nice. Yeah, the Uchi, I really enjoyed the Uchi in Dark Souls 2 when I did it. Honestly, you can power stance him too if you want. You don't even need to pick like one or the other. Power stancing katanas was super fun. Ow. The thing with power stancing, though, is you need to make sure that you have 1.5 times the largest stat increase. Something I always forget about between DS2 and Elden Ring. Because Elden Ring, you don't need that. Damn it. Forgot how you get the Moonlight Greatswords from Osiris' soul. So we'll have to do Greatwood. I'll probably do Greatwood later, though. I don't really need to do them early, so I'm not going to. That's a little early on my part. How do you fight this boss again? Apparently I don't know. Damn. I do the Titanite Demon or whatever. It's not a Titanite Demon. I can't remember what it's called. And then I died a Gundyr. Go figure. Yeah, ADP is so nice to have it in Dark Souls 2. It's really rough when you play for the first time. You have no idea that iframes are tied to the ADP. Like you can get through the game without leveling it. That's not a problem. But it just makes it so much easier. I missed like a couple hits when I staggered it before, and that literally made the difference in the fight. Dude, I just keep rolling that attack so early because I don't know when he comes down. Are you fat rolling as a knight? I can't remember. You might be with the armor. You are? That's rough. Yeah, I always take armor off, usually. If, like, the magic number is 70%. Well, there's two, I guess. 30% weight ratio up in the top right, and then 70%. 30% you will fast roll, and between 30 and 70... Like, sorry, under 30 you fast roll, and between 30 and 70 you mid-roll. But mid-rolling is, like, still fine, you know? Fat rolling is just really rough.
Well, I go to very well then.
65%. Yeah, you're very close to being a little heavy. So I think we can use the broadsword right now. We're gonna need 11 of each of these, though.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Oh, whoops. Not that one.
Pretty be careful.
Stop backstepping. Helmet, chestplate, and then random cloth pants and boots. Yeah. You probably find something you like, though. Like, there's a reason that, like, Fashion Souls is a thing, because I won't say armor doesn't do anything, because it does. It's just, like, it depends on the armor set. Heavy armor, obviously, is going to be better for defense, but, you know, if you play the game enough, like, you really don't need armor. But, you know, that is, like, not the case in your first playthrough normally. But, you know, once you, like, replay the game, it becomes more about fashion, I think, than armor. Unless you're doing, like, some run where you need, like, a good armor set. But on a first playthrough, you're probably just going to find, like, all sorts of things, you know? And just kind of pick whatever. Compared to other RPGs, yeah. In Bloodborne, it's pretty much just fashion. Like, it's... Well, it's not useless. But it doesn't have a weight limit or anything in Bloodborne. So the broadsword, I gotta remember where this is. I think I know where it is. It was actually the first weapon, or not the first weapon I used in my first playthrough, because you can't start with it, but it was the weapon I used for like the majority of my run. Special damage resist. Okay, now I forget where this is. Is it... I don't know if it was in that room there. I think it's here. Boom. I guess we'll just get this Estus shard since we're, like, right here. I'd, like, never get this. Oh, it's a rapier? I thought that was a shard. Ember, I mean. Takes notes as he doesn't have the shard. Yeah, I definitely recommend. I don't know. It depends on if you want spoilers or not, because we're gonna fly through the game. We'll be beating the game today for sure, unless I really play badly. But just fair warning. I think I used a heavy broadsword. I don't really know what's optimal for the broadsword, but I mean, you can get by with a heavy one. It's just, I don't know if it is optimal. Oh, dude. I mean, yeah, I know it depends on your build, but like if you do like a strength build and do a heavy broadsword versus like a dex build and a sharp broadsword, like I don't know which would give you more damage. Well, honestly, I should do a magic broadsword because I gotta level so much int, but I can't remember where I have to go to get any of that stuff, so probably gonna not do that. Also, it would make Aldrich a nightmare. Refined with quality. I guess it depends on your level too. That's like another pretty big factor. Because if you had like 40 strength and 40 dex and you were going refined, probably better than just 40 dex, I imagine. I love the speed of this thing, dude. It's so fast, this sword. Hey, the building. The one that we just came through. Those two, I don't even know what they're called. They get in the way all the time. Trying to get through that door. Wall crawler enemies? Oh, these guys? Yeah, the thralls. They're rough. Get used to them. Most damage comes with the infusion that makes the weapon scale with luck. Oh, really? Yeah, I can't remember the name either. Hollow. This one is speedy. Oh yeah, for sure. And honestly, I don't think the Moonlight Greatsword is going to be like as slow as it was in DS2. DS2 is just a lot slower. It's going to be not this fast, but even the slow weapons are like pretty fast compared to Dark Souls 2. I don't think there's more of a jarring transition between Souls games than like Dark Souls 2. Really, Dark Souls 2 and anything after Dark Souls 2, I guess. Because of how slow it is. Dark Souls 1 is slow, but Dark Souls 2 is like another level of slow. And it's not that it's bad. Oh, I forgot the Undead Bone Shard. But I will never forget my first time fighting Gundyr and just how fast Dark Souls 3 felt. Are you serious? It's unlucky. That's pretty normal though. I mean, it's the same way for anyone on their first playthrough. It's the same way for me on my first playthrough. Your first Souls game is always going to be your hardest. Doesn't matter what it is. And there's still going to be difficulty in like if you play other ones, it's just you kind of know how things work at that point. The lone exception is probably like Sekiro, because it's just such a different game. Because of max level, even descaling adds a lot of damage. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Hodrick's not here. Forgot. But my first Souls game, I played Dark Souls 1 first, and I think it took me like 60 hours to get through the entire thing. There isn't Souls enough for me to... That's fair. That is true. I agree with you. It's just sometimes I lump it in with all of them because it's RumSoft. Which I guess you could be like, yeah, well, what about Armored Core? But yeah, no, that's fair. You take more than 60? I mean, that's all right. The important thing is you enjoy it. Better like it. I'm just kidding. If you don't like it, it's okay. Sound? No sound, I guess, huh? How many shards do I have? I have 3, okay. Sekiro feels like a rhythm game without the rhythm. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is, right? It's not like a true rhythm game, but it's definitely a lot more rhythmic in the combat. It's not like Guitar Hero where you have like lines on a screen and you have dots flying by, and as the dots get to the line, you have to press the button. But you gotta figure out the rhythm of the movesets. Yeah, I'm gonna do Greatwood later. There's no reason really to do it now until I have the Osiris' Soul. You walked into a stage choreographed fight and had to figure it out. It's like if you walked into a stage choreographed fight and had to figure it out as you go. I think I understand what you're saying. But pretty much, I mean, like, you can make this case for, like, the other games. It's just, like, the bosses in Sekiro attack a lot more. Because everything in every game has, like, attack patterns. It's just like in Dark Souls 3, sometimes it'll be like 3 moves instead of like 7. But you also have the parry mechanic in, or deflect mechanic in Sekiro, which you don't really have in this game. You can parry things, but you're not deflecting constantly. I forget where this shard is. Is it, did I go buy it already? Or is it up here? I think I went buy it. It's fine. I don't need it. Yeah, that's good though. The other tough thing with parries though is you don't really know what you can and can't parry until like you try it enough or you just look it up, you know. Like there will be bosses that you feel like you should be able to parry and you just can't because they were just not parryable. I don't do too much parrying in this game. Really just Pontiff, I think. Do I parry anything else? I don't think I do. There are more parryable bosses than that, but please stop. You learned parries from PvP, and that's an absolute mess due to latency. I'll bet. Like with that, like I feel like you probably can't. I don't know. How's the timing on it, right? You probably can't parry the same thing every time just because of latency. Like sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You can angle your attack to hit someone to miss the parry hitbox. Cool. That's something I never really delved into in these games is PvP. I've been more tempted to recently, though. But, I don't know. It's gonna take me forever to, like, do these runs. God, I forget where the hell he spawns. Alright, Pontus first hits in Champion. Oh yeah, Gundy, you're right. I think it's over here. Nice whiff. Oh, I have no stamina. Excellent use of a bundle. Alright. Oh, dude. Probably dead. You can parry this, which I almost never parry. If you know what you're doing, Sage isn't too bad, and I honestly haven't played this fight that well, but it's honestly, like, more challenging than I make it look. You have to know where Sage is going to spawn. Which is the tough part. That's not the right spot. I guess I don't really even know it that well. Don't kill me. I walked in here an accident at half health. That happens a lot when there's no fog wall. Like you'll just stumble upon a boss randomly. There was a reason I did Sage, but I don't remember why. Oh, I guess there really isn't. I think there was a weapon I was gonna get after Sage, so I was planning on doing early Sage, and then I guess here we are. I don't need to get that. Oh, I need one more shard, damn it.
What? Pradeep.
The OP Sage's rapier, yeah. I mean, hey, it's good for farming. You get luck, right? That's the only time I really get it. Yeah, what did I do Abyss Watchers? I can't remember what I was going to use. I think it was the Executioner Greatsword, but I didn't like the stat requirements because I think they're higher than what the Moonlight Greatsword needs, so I decided against it, and we're just going to do not that. 3 game plus Sage will be fun with the Moonlight Greatsword. I don't think it'll be too bad, honestly. Like, Aldrich might suck. Sage isn't, like, super tanky, though. Rapiers get a second backstab hitbox. I did want to level. I kind of forgot to do that. Yeah, I never really used it. Sage's Rapier. Like, I've only held it just for the luck bonus. The bonfire is currently where you're at. Ooh, have fun after that. Well, you'll see.
Well,
See what's coming up
then
if you haven't already. So we each need to go int. I'll get a little vigor, I guess. But we need... I can't remember what it is. I think it's like 26 int.
farewell, Ashen One.
Sage's is 90% actual garbage. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really used that many bad weapons. Really just the soldering iron. That was not a fun run. 16 strength it is, but I'm going to two-hand it. I'll probably... Actually, you know what? I probably will get 16, because if I'm going to parry, I'm going to need to. So, but right now I only need 11, I guess. We're still ways off from that. I'm not doing early dancer or anything, so we're going to get it later. I forget where these shards are. This one? There's this... Okay. Bastard sword. I think, I did think about that, and then I was just like, yeah, I don't feel like doing gray rat. So... I don't know if this is a shard. It's not. Sage's Rapier in the offhand and Moonlight in main. Oh my god, I hate this part so much, dude. I should just quit out here. I don't know why I don't. I'm just gonna die. Every time I die here, I always say I should quit out, and then I just never quit out on this section. What did I do with the interact? You snuff out a flame. You get a cutscene every time you do it. There's 3 of them here. Kind of just put your hand on it. Seems dangerous. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think it snuffs out a flame and the flame goes somewhere else. Or either, I don't know, I can't remember if the flame goes somewhere else or if you, I don't know. Didn't understand what that meant. I always forget there are hints there, to be honest. That's something I just have like come to ignore after doing so many runs. Because like once you know what to do, you don't need the hint, you know? Definitely helpful on your first playthrough though. Oh, I should have picked up the armor before Fear and Keep. Oh well. Oh no, I didn't piss this guy off. I'm not getting that yet. Oh, no, I'm always interested in hearing the PvP knowledge, honestly. I actually watch, like, a decent amount of PvP, I just don't do it. But you can learn a lot about the game through PvP. Yeah, so when you snuff out the flames, it lights these flames up. It opens the door. Oh, in one life? No. No, you don't. You can die, it's fine. How do I need? I need one more shard. This is 2, right? Oh, it's not 2. I thought there were... I don't remember. I thought there was, like, 2 shards. I guess I'll just go get the ashes up here. Not many good guides for new PvPers. Oh, yeah, no, I agree. Like, and just experience itself, you know? That's Souls in a nutshell, though, right? There's, like, not a lot of guides on anything. At least at first. I guess by now there's enough guides on, bosses and stuff, but I think the thing is, like, there's just so many things you can encounter in PvP. Like, there's only so many bosses in the game. And so many movesets, but you have, you know, hundreds of weapons for PvP, different builds, different areas with different enemies. Like, there's so many things, so many variables, so many more variables in PvP. And just, like, your build alone, like, that's, I feel like, step 1, you know? Weapon level, your soul level. Like, there's just so many things you gotta keep in mind. Did this guy recently, the, whatchamacallit? Can't think of his name. Stray Demon? Yeah, dude, this is like one of my favorite things about like really just not even DS3, but like all the games really, is like you can see pretty much everything. Like you see Lothric Castle up there, Baron Keep down below, the Road of Sacrifices over there. Sage's Arena is right there, right above the shield, and then that's where you go after Sage's Arena. Spacing, whiff punishing, yeah. All like there's so many PvP variables. And a lot of that stuff I feel like is just stuff you have to kind of experience. Oh no, that's all I needed here, right? Man, I am rusty. I am Amish. Are they Amish? I'm assuming not. I feel like if you're Amish, you're probably not playing Dark Souls. Probably not playing anything. But what do I know? Let's... Actually, we'll go back to the shrine. We'll level this thing. Yeah, that's one of the things Dark Souls 2 lacks, at least until the DLCs, is that ability, like, to see the entire map. Like, Dark Souls 1, you can see a lot of things. DS3, you can see a lot of things. Bloodborne, you probably can, but I haven't really, like, I guess, given it much attention. We don't need these, right? Just need Osiris's. It's a 2-year-old guide? Is it? It's for DS3? I'm assuming. It must be, I imagine. I need, What am I doing, man? I'm like just brain dead right now. No, pop it. And did it halfway through. Like he continued here. He was gonna do something, but just like didn't end up doing it. You mean? Yeah. No, I literally been there. I I used to I streamed a lot of Borderlands, and I made a guide. It's supposed to be a 4-part guide, and I got through 2 parts of it, and I just stopped because I just couldn't bring myself to do the rest. So I get it. Sometimes you just get tired of, you know, doing something. And it's hard to bring yourself to actually do it. Burn this. Alright. Do I have an Estus shard? I probably do. I have 3. Teaching everything sucks? That's fair.
That is what.
And I imagine there's always going to be people being like, you know, just disagreeing with you and like not being very nice about it, I guess. That does not want to continue making people want to do things. I'm not saying that was the case, but you know, in other things, it could certainly be the case. You just get like a lot of blowback. And I can't believe staggered R1s. What is that? Is that when you like just keep repeatedly staggering something with an R1, or is that something else? R1s like this, you mean? Really? That's funny. It's just a lack of understanding game mechanics, really. I mean, if you R1 spam, like, yeah, you'll never see that, but, you know, like this anyway. If you block while doing it, you get 2 extra frame advantage? Really? For anything? Oh, because you're just like... Okay, I see why. That's interesting. Please stop. Smo's Great Hammer. All right. That's probably... It's probably a ways away, though. I've got, like... I don't know how many weapons. 10 requested or something like that. Blocking after the R1 puts you in an animation that's faster than an R1? Yeah, probably. I love the science people do, though, to figure that stuff out, because it's like it's so niche, but I don't know, it's so cool. Damn it. Oh, that's the wrong one. 2 runs of my own before it? Yeah. I gotta look at what the order is, because I think Next, I think we're doing the Wakizashi and Elden Ring, and I think I moved the T's run, because he hadn't requested anything before. So it's the Wakizashi, and then the Wrathful Axe, and then the Moonlight Greatsword, or the Large Sword of Moonlight, or Demon Souls. Compared it to the Ring-Knight Sword recovery glitch. Did the weapon art doing your R1 and it cuts your recovery? That's one thing, like, I don't know a lot about the DS3 weapons. That's why, like, well, I don't know anything about, like, most of the weapons outside of Elden Ring. Maybe DS1 I know a little bit about, but, like, DS2 and 3, like, I really don't know much. So that's why it's been fun doing these, because you learn a lot. And honestly, there's probably things, like, just because of my playstyle, I won't learn for certain weapons. But, I don't know, it's still fun. Bloodborne Moonlight. Bloodborne Moonlight's there. As is the Dark Moon Greatsword for Elden Ring. PvE knowledge isn't amazing. It's alright. But, like, I think PvP especially can teach you, like, a lot about the weapons. Probably more than PvE can. Always not that. Especially with, like, true combos and stuff, you know? Like, you don't really need that stuff in PvE. I think it really... I don't think you can go wrong either way. But... you know, if you want to be a super well-rounded player, you would, I guess, know everything. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm like, so just out of it on this run. I spent so much time on Elden Ring that I just forgot how to play all the other games. Can probably name every weapon on the top of your head. That's pretty sick. I certainly cannot. I can probably name, like, most of the ones I've done, though, already.
What?
What are we doing here? No, not you. I need a level. Didn't think there were that many.
Well, then
I think it's like 180 if you don't count bows or staves or seals. So that's already a lot. And then, I guess the thing with the seals and whatnot, or chimes or whatever they're called in this game, is like a lot of them are, they're not the same, but you know, they kind of have the same function. Take a little more ints. So especially when I have to do like chime runs and then talisman runs, like they're gonna feel very much the same, I think. And the way I'm doing it is when I do a weapon, I take that weapon off of my list, like of weapons to do for like, you know, X amount of runs. The inconvenient thing is this game has chimes and talismans, so they're pretty much going to be like the same run. I guess I could, like, if I do a chime run, I could remove talismans for like whatever, but like I'm probably not going to do that. It's not that big of a deal, and we got to do them all anyways. But Elden Ring is the same issue with bows and light bows. Oh, I gotta kill this dude. Get him, Rock. Nice. So I think the third run I did in Elden Ring was a bow run, and then I don't remember what run it was like the 20-somethingth run. It was a light bow. And granted, they were spaced out because like there's a lot of weapons in all these games, but still, like I felt like I had just finished the bow run before I was doing the light bow, and it just, I don't know. The bow runs are going to definitely be repetitive. Yeah, I did the harp bow, which I think is the worst one. At least the worst light bow. Coming off of the black bow, which is arguably the, not even arguably, I think it is the best bow to do. It's a short bow with the damage of a long bow. How's it different from other bows? Just the damage is weaker. Also, it makes a sound every time you use it. Which isn't really a big thing, but... Yeah, I did a bow run. I did the lava bow in Demon's Souls. It's the only bow run I've done. And it was fine, but the beginning is super rough if you're doing bow only. Because you can't get a lot of souls for arrows. I was literally, for like 2 hours, I was running into a barrel and blowing it up and killing the dudes around me. That was like my... It was so rough. Oh, I also roll infusions, so... There's no guarantee I get the sticky... Although you can only have 3 infusions, so we'll probably get a sticky bow run at some point, I imagine. But yeah, the start of that run was really rough. I had a hard time with that. After that, it was fine. Although the lava bow doing Dragon God took a while. Because I was breaking the rocks with my fist. Sticky bow with rat. Sticky bow. Oh, clever answering? Yeah. I should have used that more. I didn't even get the other side of the... Man, am I just out of it today. Can I even stand here? Okay, we're fine. I'm probably gonna have to do the Clever Rat Ring and Morian Blade for, at least the Rat Ring for the crossbows, because the crossbows you can't level at all in that game. Prime Wolnir. Wasn't Wolnir supposed to be in the, what's the name of it? Profane Capital? I think one of the trailers showed him there. Did I cut the bridge? Can't remember. Another weapon I never used either was Wolnir's sword. I don't know what it's called. What does he have? He's probably got like what, two boss items. I don't know what the other one would be. Crown? I don't think crowns can be a boss item. I think that's just armor you get after you kill them. I think he was quite badass. Yeah, probably. You always fight things like when they're super weak in Souls games. Or like in weakened states, you know? You never fight anything at like peak strength. Black Serpent Pyromancy. Ooh, that sounds fun. But I have no idea what it is. I've never done Pyromancy in this game. Oh. Only Greatsword is the drop and has one of the dumbest weapon arts of all time, really? You don't know either, and I always do Pyromancy. Please be kind, giant snake. Oh, it's a shield? Oh. Why did I think that was a... Ah, whatever. Crap. Stick your sword into the ground for like 2 to 3 seconds and then immediate Wrath of the Gods is like 300 to 500 damage. Yeah, that does sound pretty rough. Sounds like a fun challenge run, though. Just only doing that. And by fun, I mean, like, a challenge. Need to get more, Homeward Bones. Are we good? How are you on large shards? 6? Okay. I feel like I'm missing some. That's with a build for the weapon? Oof. Landing that in PvP, I imagine that would be really rough. You could probably get lucky if, like, someone doesn't know what they're doing. Someone who's never seen it before, but if you're fighting people who have played the game and have seen it, good luck. You slap the ground and the flame will go towards your enemy. Okay. 12 to 13 damage. That's pretty terrible. I don't think there's a Titanite skill in here, right? There's Twinkling Titanite from one of the lizards, but I'm pretty sure there's no Titanite skill here. I think this is Twinkling Titanite. I'm just gonna get this chunk. I don't know if I'm gonna end up using it, because I don't know what we're gonna get to, but I might use it. Oh god, wall. Dude. What is this? Just like a rock with... Oh, it's a body, I see. Couldn't tell. That was like a very large ribbon at first. And I have no Homeward Bones. Alright, I guess we're gonna hoof it out. I wonder how updated that weapon list is. I don't think I've updated it in a while. Oh, I don't know. Might not be that bad. There's more, but it's similar to Blasphemous Blade weapon art. Okay. Do we have, did I get 10 of these? Sick. Is Black Serpent good?
That is what?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Black Serpent. Right? Not crazy.
Pretty good.
Well, that takes
Welcome home. Oops.
farewell, Ashen Morning.
Where are we going? Not Wolnir. We're going back to... not here. Sage. Deacons. Everyone's favorite boss. I always start thinking of Queen whenever I'm on the way to Deacons, because of John Deacon. Favorite boss of even people who never played Dark Souls, yeah. Dude, go away. Thought my face would be like lighter. It's pretty dark. I think the lighting is just like insanely bright in the character creation menu. Oh yeah, the sword. Okay, I remember where it is now. The Executioner Greatsword's like in this area. I was gonna do it, and then yeah, I said why I didn't want to. I just didn't like the stat requirements. Little too high. It's a bummer that like the Moonlight Greatsword has a lower strength and dex requirement though, because it would have been cool to do another Greatsword, but it's not a big deal. It's always tough trying to pick a weapon to start with when you know you can't get a weapon for a while. I guess you could technically get this one pretty early if you did Early Dancer and Osiris, but nah, I'm good. But like I always have to look at like, you know, how much of a pain is it to get the weapon, and then what are the requirements? Like, am I investing too much in like strength or dex? And I'm really nitpicking because like some of those weapons probably aren't a lot worse than what the when the Greatsword is, like maybe like another few points in strength or dex, but like I don't know. I try to be like at least a little efficient with it. Greatsword of Judgments. Is that a boss weapon? Sounds familiar, but I can't think. Can't think of what it is. That guy just fell out of the air. Sounds like it's a boss weapon. Pontiff Sword, okay. Higher dex and strength requirements. Is that just a normal straight sword? Dude, why is this guy still chasing me? Get him. Oops. Please, sir. Whoops. Forgot to put the grass crest on. Weapon art is a stance that either shoots a purple beam or thrusts. Okay. Both buff the weapon with Dark Moonblade. Ooh. It's pretty cool. It is a great sword. Oh. The purple one. Okay. Because I figured that would have been like a either a straight sword or a thrusting sword. And the other sword would have been a great sword. Is the same moveset, really? Hmm. Did not know that. Do you lose durability when you use it? Good for low-level characters. Buff has the same damage? Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, I feel like that's pretty standard. Outside of maybe, like, sorcery or incantation buffs. Like, it's basically the same as resin. You don't lose durability? No! I just hit him. Dude. Why does it keep going into fat dudes? You can kill the first phase by using the tailbone spear. Shoots a big wind gust that can hit the main boss inside of the big structure. That's interesting. What's the, where do you get that? I didn't even know he was in the big structure. Forgot I can do this too. Inside this thing? And teleport it for phase 2. Yeah, I never really thought about that.
Welcome, host. Very well, then take.
That's interesting though. Okay. Slowly creeping up to
Farewell.
26.
May the flame.
Tailbone's in Earthil. Is it it's just on the ground? Somewhere, or is it you have to kill something for it? What are we doing next? Going to Earthil. Speaking of. It's a rare drop. Okay. What was it drop from? I'm trying to think of what would drop it. Not the knights, I'm assuming. Goes through walls and hitboxes wonky. The wretches, the wretches, the wretches. Can't even think what that is. There's a spider-looking things. Babyface guys with a dagger. Oh, okay. This actually won't be that helpful, probably, for the Moonlight Greatsword. It'll be good for this, though. Come on, just one more R1. Thank you. Kind of dragged me with him, luckily, because that would not have hit otherwise. Oops, I forgot Lloyd's sword ring. Seems like a good weapon. I know, right? Just harvesting parts of other creatures. An illegal amount of teeth? Yeah, it's a lot of teeth, for sure. Let's do Yorm first. We'll do Yorm and then we'll do Haunt of Aldrich. And then Dancer Osiris will get the weapon. And then just beat the game and then start New Game Plus. Do everything. Good old Fire Witches. Tailbone Dagger is another drop. Which is basically a Storm Ruler weapon art. That is interesting. But a dagger would have that weapon art. That's what the one annoying thing about doing these runs. It's really not that big of a deal, honestly. Like, I don't mind farming the weapons, but like, it's a little inconvenient. But I don't know, are there any really bad items to farm in this game? Like, I don't think there are anything too obnoxious. I'm sure, like, there's definitely going to be some stuff that's worse than others. But I think DS2 still, like, takes the cake when it comes to farming weapons. Just having horrible luck. Flamebirch has a 2% drop rate and has no near bonfires. Oof. Hey, Doxanuts, how's it going?